everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you a mask proof makeup. So everything I'm going to show you is very waterproof, non-transfer, long lasting, and most importantly will actually stay on under a face mask. So obviously with this COVID situation, face masks are going to be here to stay. So we're going to need to learn how to work our makeup around that and make sure our makeup is super long lasting. For those of you who haven't really been wearing things like lipstick or just not been wearing makeup at all, this video should be very helpful. But if you have any tips yourself, then definitely leave them in the comments to share with everyone and we can get a little conversation going. So I've already prepped my skin with moisturiser, and next I'm going in with a primer. So primer is obviously really important to help keep your makeup on all throughout the day. Primers I like are Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, but today I'm going to use the Fenty Matte Primer. I think this is just a very standard primer that smooths the skin and definitely helps to keep your makeup on a bit longer. So I'm going to just pop that more so in the centre of the skin. But if you do have very oily skin, one I would recommend is the Too Faced Peachy Primer. So it's very, very matte and silicone based. So any areas where you find your makeup rubs off very easily, that's probably a good one. So whilst that's drying in, I'm going to do my eyebrows. So for that I'm using the Pink Honey Brow Gel. And I'm using the ends of my brow pencil, the spoolie on there, since this is only mine. So I'm just spraying some of a facial mist into the brow soap. And then just picking up lots and lots of product and just brushing that through the eyebrows. So just really, really work them upwards and just push it up like this. I don't really have the best eyebrows, as you know, so if this works on me, it will definitely work on most of you guys. If you already have amazing eyebrows, this product is fantastic. And this really does glue down the eyebrows, so it's very, very long lasting. So next I'm going on to foundation. So the most long lasting foundation I have found is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. So I've just mixed two shades of the foundation together on a palette and just applying that to the face now, and then I'm just blending in with my Real Techniques buffing brush. So obviously the more time you spend working this into the skin, the longer it's going to last. You really need to spend time buffing this in and make sure it dries on the skin before you set it with any powder. It needs to be dry to the touch, otherwise it's just going to go all over that mask. So for concealer, I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. Again, this is one of the longest lasting concealers on the market. So I'm just popping some of that under my eyes, so it's very brightening. And it will just give different tones to the face, particularly in the centre where you're actually going to see the makeup. You won't actually see it here, but I'll just apply it anyway. In some areas you might be taking your mask off if it's not in a public place, so you want your makeup also to be nice when the mask is actually off but still last underneath. And just make sure you're pressing everything into the face because you want it to last as long as possible. So this is just a quick daily makeup. Obviously you can adjust this, it's more of a skin focused look and lipstick, but just adjust this to if you're going out or not, and maybe amp up the colours a little bit, do a little bit of a smoky eye or some colourful or glitter or lashes, whatever it may be. And then I'm just going to apply a darker shade of that concealer just where I have any redness or blemishes and just blend that in again. So this one more matches my skin tone. I've just applied a very thin layer of that because that concealer is very, very heavy duty. Then for cheek products, for a change, I'm not going to use creams because obviously creams are more likely to rub off or transfer onto your mask, so I'm going to use powder. So for powder, I'm using the RCMA No Colour Powder, but it's in the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder Pot because the packaging is much better on this. So I'm just taking a little bit of that and just make sure you really set the face very well, starting under the eyes. And just really press that in and slightly on the eyelids too. Then the forehead. You don't need to worry about the areas that aren't going to be in the mask quite as much, but obviously places like around the chin and the nose, cheeks need to be very, very well set, otherwise it will just come off. Like I said, make sure you really press that in, make sure the skin is dry to the touch, and then we'll go into bronzer. Then next for bronzer, I'm taking the Anastasia bronzer. This is the shade Saddle. This is quite a dark shade, so just be careful. I'm just taking a tiny bit of this just on the back of the cheeks, just to add some dimension to the skin, and some along the side of the forehead and the temples, just to add different dimensions, because this is a part of the face where it's actually going to be seen from here upwards. So you want to have the face looking a bit more sculpted in 3D. Then for the back of the cheek again, apply and swirl it. So you want to start swirling before you hit the face, so you don't get a big blob of bronzer. Then for blush, I'm taking the Botanic Beauty blush in the shade Pink Freesia. So this powder blush is definitely going to last longer than a cream. You're not going to see this that much, but still adding a little bit is really nice. So there's some colour peeking out of the cheeks, or like I said, if you take your mask off, if you're indoors. So next is setting the face. So setting spray is very, very important. The one I'm going to use today is the NYX Matte Setting Spray, as that's the one I have to hand. But I would say the most longest lasting one I've found ever is definitely the Scandinavia Bridal Setting Spray. So if you really struggle with your makeup transferring or coming off, I would recommend that one even more than this one. But I'm all out of that, so I'm using this for the time being. So just spray a good bit of that, especially around the bottom of the face. And make sure that's fully dry and had a good 5 minutes to sink in before putting on your mask. So next for highlighter, I'm going to apply the Becca Champagne Pop highlighter. Again, powder is going to last much longer than cream. So you just want to apply a little bit of this just above the cheekbone, and you can see it's really a great highlighter. Another really amazing highlighter is a Laura Geller Gilded Honey. So I'm going to also apply a little bit of this in the inner corner of the eyes, just to add a little bit of highlight, since you will see your eyes out of the mask. Quite a lot of highlighter on there, you don't need to go quite as much as I did. But if you put too much on, just get your powder brush again, or your blusher brush, and just blend it in slightly. So for eyeshadow, I'm going to take a liquid eyeshadow, because liquid eyeshadows last very well on the eyes. So this is the Huda Beauty Double Pump Latte eyeshadow, and I'm going to pop that on and just blend out with a small fluffy brush. These eyeshadows last a really long time, they're fabulous. So I'm not really doing much on the eyes today, I'm just keeping it mostly about the skin. But just pop a little bit on the eyes, and you can see that blends out really nicely if you start blending it as soon as you apply it. If you leave it too long, it will stay put and the edges will not blend. So make sure you start blending this as soon as it goes on the eye. Fab! So I'm just going to use a small shader brush and just pop that underneath the eyes. Just look up. Just catch right underneath the lashes, starting at the corner and just working your way in like that. Just make sure it joins up with your eyeshadow at the top as well. So just join that corner together. There we are, fab. Then if you like, you can use the shimmery side in the middle, just for a little pop. And I'm going to apply my mascara off camera and I'll be back. Then I'm going to use Douglas Brow Definer in light brown, just through the eyebrows, just like this. So this is a tinted brow gel, and again it's going to help to fill in the brows slightly and hold them in place even further. Then I'm applying the NYX Brow Definer in Taupe, and just using a tiny bit of that just through any gaps on the eyebrows. So a very small amount, and just fluff up any areas that need fluffing. Such a technical word, isn't it? And through the front. And that's it for the face. So then for the lips, I'm using a product that my friend gifted to me. So it's called Lip Sense, and I'm using the shade First Love. So this is an ultra long lasting liquid lipstick, and you apply this in thin layers. So you apply 3 thin layers, and then you let it dry and set it with a gloss, and it absolutely lasts all day. It's an amazing product, so I'll show you here. Just like that. So it feels very tingly at first, but when you put the gloss on, it neutralises it and locks it in place. Fab. So I'm going to apply 3 layers of that, and then I'll get back to you when I'm putting lip gloss on. So lastly, I'm using the gloss on top, and this is going to lock it in, and this gloss feels so buttery and smooth on the lips. So this is what sets it in place all day. Amazing. So after I've applied that gloss, you can see the wand is still clear even though I had 3 layers of liquid lipstick on. So that's amazing. And this product is actually so strong that the company had to formulate a remover to actually get it off, because it is so strong. I actually tried all sorts of makeup removers to get this off my lips, and it does not budge, which is amazing. I went for a full meal, dinner, drinks, and it was still there. So I'm absolutely amazed by this. So I'll leave my friend's contact details in the description so you can buy one of these. So this is the makeup here. So it's a very glowy, summery, dewy look, but it lasts very well. So because I've imitated the look of the creams with the powders, and I've used that really matte setting spray to keep the makeup on, and then this fabulous lip product, I have that nice glowy look, and even on the eyes I've got a little bit of shimmer, but everything that's going to last you all day, and it won't rub off on your mask. So don't forget to like this video, comment and subscribe so you can see my next video, and let me know what you want to see next, and I'll see you next time. Bye!